Okay, welcome to the video. A lot of people have been waiting on this video. I can't even lie. A lot of people have been waiting. It's the how to make a good build in Fistborn. I almost said Mighty Omega for some reason. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go over the meta build that I see a bunch of early access players running. And also including in this video will be a showcase of my build. Okay, that's going to be at the end. Without further ado, just like and subscribe. Join my Discord. All those links are in the description below. And then, yeah, let's just get into it. Before I do get into the main meta builds, I'm just going to go over the limit breaks in this game. So as of right now, you can limit break a total of 23 times whilst having 6 limit breaks into each category. You cannot limit break more than 6 times in each category. But with that being said, you actually still can grind that stat. As you can see right here, I'm not upgrading dexterity anymore. I'm leaving it at 3 limit breaks, but I can still level up dexterity. It's just going to take way longer to get it to, like, let's say 700 than it would if I limit broke it and grind it from set to 700 from there. And the reason that is just because since it's red, it is the soft cap for it, and that is actually how they kind of prevent from you getting super over leveled. But either way, it's still, the more you grind, obviously it'll level up over time. So I don't really like that mechanic, the fact that you're not hard capped. But yeah, it doesn't mean you're hard capped, you're just soft capped. So if you, let's say for example, you have 2 dexterity but you want more than the 400 dexterity, you can still get to 600. It'll just take you way longer than if you had limit broke the stat. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna go into the best build right now, and that build being the build that every early access player uses, if not most early access player use, and say that it's good and like it's meta. And that build is gonna be 6 strength, 6 durability, 5 agility, and 6 stamina, whilst having 0 dexterity. Because a lot of them, what they do is they'll just brute force dexterity to 1.2k or whatever, right? The biggest stat is. I think most people say you gotta get to 1.2k dexterity, and they'll just brute force it, right? They'll leave it at 0 and just fucking soft cap grind all the way up to 1.2k, which is insane in my opinion. But yeah, that is the most meta build, and the reason why people do that is just because they have high damage output, high strength, high stamina, while still running super fast as fuck in the game, man. So yeah, whilst you can have a different build, right, whilst you can technically, theoretically, you can cook your build by, let's say you went 6 dexterity for some reason, you went 6 dex, 4 stamina, right, fucking 5 agility, 5 strength, and then 3 dura. Technically you can still save the build by grinding the durability. So you only have 3 limit breaks in dura. You can still grind it up to, let's say, like whatever the cap is right now for 6 limit break. I think it's like 1750. You can still grind it up to 1750. It'll just take you way longer than if you just had simply limit broke the stat. But yeah, that is the main meta build. Don't go over 5 agility because I don't think it scales beyond like the 5. I think if you go limit break 6, then the agility just stops scaling, so you waste the limit break. So don't do that. Don't grind agility past 5 limit breaks. If you really want to be really fast in the game, just grind it to 5. But now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you don't want to make the meta build and you want to go off meta like how I did, I'm gonna tell you right now. Do not go below 6 strength. Okay, strength. Obviously, you want to do the most damage that you can. So never go below 6 strength, unless you really have to. And then because of some other build, I don't know, weird build you're making, the lowest I'd go is 5. But please, for the love of God, just don't go below 6 strength. As for durability, the lowest I would go is 5. Do not go under 5 limit breaks for durability. Once you get to 5, man, you're gonna be a glass cannon at that point. As for agility, the lowest I would go for agility is 3. I wouldn't say speed is super necessary in the game. You can see I have 4 agility, and I'm still kind of fast. I have muscle on me, and I'm still okay. I'm still pretty fast, especially since the mode advanced mode is in the game now. When you pop advanced mode, you're gonna be a bit faster. So I would say lowest agility I'd go is 3. As for dexterity, you can go 0. Okay, if you're gonna go muscle or fat and you want a little more M1 speed and also that dodge window to be a little bigger, which is always nice, you can go up to 2. Highest I'd say is 2. I know I have mine at 3. I'll explain that why later. But there is actually one exception to this, which you should have it dexterity way higher, and I'll go into that a bit later, along with all the other styles and stuff and what they're catered for. Yeah, the highest I'd go is 2. 2 is even pushing. I'd go like 1 and then just brute force grind it from there. But then with that being said, and then the lowest dam is 5. Okay, don't go any lower than 5. The moment you go below 5, you start you start running out of stam very easily, especially like in big gank fights. The lowest people say don't even go below 6. But I'm gonna tell you right now, do not go below 5. And as for muscle and fat, this is really just kind of up to you. Most people who go sumo just go fat just to have more health, because of the health scaling that sumo has. So yeah, if you go sumo, obviously go high health or high fat. And then if you're wrestling, then yeah, go higher muscle. I don't know if wrestling scales with the muscle. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure muscle scales with everything. I just don't know if it's higher for wrestling. But either way, having high muscle is always good, unless you have low stamina. If you for some reason go below 5 stam, go lean muscle. And when I say lean, I mean 0 muscle. This has just been known to me today. I just found out to myself that lean muscle is actually 0 muscle. Anything above 0 muscle is not lean. And now for the exceptions, okay? Now the exceptions, like I said earlier, to having higher dexterity is gonna be boxing. Now boxing has super fast M1s, and as of today there was a changelog update where they nerfed and buffed some things where boxing's M1 speed was not touched. So that means it's still the same as it is now. It still has the fastest M1s in the game. And if you go higher dexterity, holy shit, man, like it's super fast. And the minimum that I've been seeing people say, or early access players say, is to go 1.2k dexterity minimum with boxing. So for those M1s, man. Even for that, I'd say go like 3 dexterity and then brute force grind your way up to 1.2, or even 4 limit break dexterity and then 1.2. And then yeah, that is the build guide pretty much. From there, I gave you the meta build that everyone is running, and let you know how to not fuck up your stats, okay? Do not do some bullshit like going 3 or 4 dexterity. There's a reason why I did it, and I'll tell you why, but don't do that if you're gonna use like taekwondo or some shit. You can always just brute force grind it. If you don't feel like doing that, I'd say go like 2 or even 1 is good enough. 1 dexterity if you're gonna stay lean muscle, so 0 muscle. 2 dexterity if you're gonna go a bit higher. But just because you have slow M1s does not mean you cannot make it work. But yeah, if you have any questions about build making, comment them down below, and I'll do my best to respond with most accurate information that I can. And also I'll also drop my opinion if you ask my opinion in the comments. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the build section part of this video, okay? And now this is gonna be my build, okay? It's gonna be my build. And then real quick, as for skills in this game, I'll go into them in a different video if people want me to go into like what skills are good for a certain build. I'll do that later on. But right now this is just an actual like just a build section, right? But now we're gonna go into showcasing my build. Now I have wrestling, and these are my stats, and my end game stats are gonna be 6 limit break strength, 5 limit break durability, 4 limit breaks agility. I'm leaving dexterity at 3 limit breaks, and then stamina is gonna be limit broke to 5 times, and that's gonna be my final build. From there, I'll probably just like brute force, probably stam and dura. But the reason I went 3 dexterity, even though I know I said that you don't go it unless you have boxing, was simply just because I'm using wrestling, right? I still want fast M1s with wrestling. Like these are fast M1s, and I'm still gonna go up to 750 muscle. 750 muscle is gonna be the final like muscle gain that I get to. They're still going to be decently fast, not as fast as they are right now, but still decent, and then also pretty fast when I pop mode. And I did that because I just wanted to be a glass cannon. So my build was kind of fucked before this update. The update that made there to be 23 limit breaks low-key saved my build, because now I can have 5 dura, 5 stam, 6 strength while still having 4 agility. So it kind of saved my build. I'm not even gonna lie, my build's gonna be very crucified before this update. But I would have still played around it because I you know, I just like off meta, bro. And also this build is kind of catered towards all styles. I can pretty much use any style in the game and still make it work. It's just this one was catered more for wrestling, just because I love the grabs, man. What can I say? I love the grabs and shit. I love the elbow drop. And yeah, I know I'm using 4 wrestling moves right now, but I'm still probably gonna change these moves. I know dropkick isn't good. I'm just experimenting. So this isn't my final build as in skills, but that is going to be my final build as in limit breaks and stats and stuff. But anyways, that is going to be the end of the video. Let me know if you did enjoy, and comment if you have any questions. I'm trying to think of anything else, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, like and subscribe. I'm out of here, man. And yeah, I guess I don't know, I'm out.